My dear students, I welcome you all to study a new chapter in grammar, determiners. Let's learn this chapter in detail. Before that, the meaning of the word determiner. What is the meaning of the word determiner? The words that are used to limit, determine, or qualify the meaning of a noun or pronoun are known as determiners. There are different types of determiners in English grammar: articles, possessives, demonstratives, numbers, quantifiers, and different types of determiners are found in this English grammar. Articles a and the, possessives my, your, his, her, its, our, their, whose, demonstratives this, that, these, those. So numerals, that is cardinal number 1, 2, 3, 4, ordinal numbers first, second, third, fourth, quantifiers, a few, another, several, much, many, lot of, any, some, very. So the determiners are kind of a noun modifiers. They precede and are necessarily followed by nouns. So when we think about this article, an article is a word that modifies or describes the noun. There are different type of articles, indefinite and definite articles. Quantifiers. Quantifiers are adjectives or phrases that serve to answer two possible questions: how many and how much. So that much, little, a bit, a great deal of, etc. This type of words we are using. Demonstratives. Demonstrative describe the position of an object seen from the speaker's viewpoint. Demonstratives describe the position of an object seen from the speaker's viewpoint. This, that, these, those. Numbers. Numbers are cardinal and ordinal. Distributives. The words all, both, half, each, every, either, and neither are known as distributives. Possessives. Possessive pronouns and adjectives indicate who an object belongs to: mine, yours, his, hers, its, my, your, his, her, and it. So this type of possessive determiners. Next, difference words. These words, they refer to something different or remaining or more, other, another. These words are determiners. Next, which, those, because they indicate which thing or which person is being referred to. So determiners are kind of noun modifiers. They precede and are necessarily followed by nouns. First of all, let's know the detailed information about article. There are two types of article: definite article, indefinite article. Actually, the meaning of the word article: an article is a word that modifies or describes the noun. It is used before the noun to show whether it refers to something specific or not. Definite article. The word definite, the meaning of the word to be clear, exact, or obvious about something. So it is called definite because it is used in relation to a particular thing or a person. The article the, definite article in English, which is used to refer to the particular nouns, the identities of which are known. This, the definite article, indicates that noun is specific. The speaker talks about a particular thing. Example: the cat sat on the couch. The dog attacked me and ran away. Next, indefinite article. The meaning of the word indefinite: something which is not clear, obvious, or exact. It is called indefinite because the identity of the thing or person being spoken about is left unclear or indefinite, it indicates that the noun is not someone or something in particular. The speaker talks about any one of the type of things. The indefinite articles in English are a and an. Example sentence: do you have a pencil? I want to have an apple. So where to use indefinite article a and an? We have to use indefinite article a before consonant sound. So the word which begin with the consonant sound, before that we have to use the article a. Here, a lamp, a door, a house, a bag, a tomato. So lamp, door, house, bag, tomato, all these words begin with the consonant sound. So we have to use article a. But here, apple, elephant, ice cream, orange, umbrella, all these words begin with vowel sound a, e, I, o, u. So we have to use article, indefinite article and before vowel sound. We have to be very careful when we use article. Here, a house. This word begin with H. So we have to use article A because this word begin with consonant sound. And here we have used an, but the word H is here. Why we have used article an? Because the H at the beginning of the word R is silent. H is silent. So the sound begins with this letter. So we have to use article an because this word begin with vowel sound. An uncle, but a university. Vowel sound is not used in the beginning. Instead of that, consonant sound u is used here. So we have to use a. So this rule applies to all words after a or an, including adjectives, adverbs. So we should be very careful when we are using this. Indefinite article a, we have to use before consonant sound. Indefinite article an, we have to use before vowel sound a, e, I, o, u. Consonant sound b, c, d, f, g, h, k, etc. But definite article the, we use the with something that is unique, or there is only one in the world. The sun, the moon, the internet. Second time you talk about the same person, same noun. I bought a shirt. The shirt is red. So we have to use article the before that. Directions: the west, the east, the north, the south. So article a and when we mention any of items, it does not matter which one is. So we have to use this. With the singular countable nouns we have to use. But we have to use article the, definite article the, if we mention specific item, because we distinguish from others the. So we have to use with the singular, plural countable or uncountable nouns. We can use this indefinite article the. If we mention general items, we make generalization. So when we do that, with the plural countable and uncountable nouns, we have to use no article. We should not use any article. So if we mention general items, we should not use any article. So we have studied about the usage of article a and the. A is used in front of singular countable nouns, which is not specific, and is used in front of singular countable noun, which is not specific. But we use the in front of all the nouns to describe someone and something specific or unique. So if a noun starts with Consonant sound, we have to use article A. If a noun starts with vowel sound, we have to use an. So these rules or regulation we have to keep in our mind always. Particularly, let's see this definite article the. The definite article is the word the. It is used before noun to specify it as something previously meant considered. When to use this? First one, we have to use the after you have talked about it first time. This is a dog. The dog is brown. We have to use article the when the person you are talking to already knows what you are talking about. I am going to the bank. There is someone knocking at the door. It must be the computer repairman. So next we have to use in the definite article the when you talk about general places in nature like the lake, mountains, the ocean, the beach. Next we have to use the when you are talking about something that is there is only one and everyone knows about it, the sky, the earth, the stars. Next, possessives. These possessives are also called determiners. My, your, his, her, its, our, your, their. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they are subject pronoun. But here, my, your, his, her, its, our, your, their, possessive. This possessive are also called determiners. My balloon is blue. My balloons are blue. Your balloon is green. Your balloons are green. Yours balloons are green. That's the wrong sentence here. Your, that's all. Possessive. Next, demonstratives. This, that, these, those, this. The word, the demonstrative, we are using with the singular nouns that are near. We use that with the singular noun that are far. We use these with the plural noun that are near. We use those with the plural noun that are far. So these demonstratives. This apple, that apple. These cherries, those cherries. Please listen carefully. Demonstratives. We use demonstrative, first one, these with the singular noun that are near. We use that with the singular nouns that are far. We use these with the plural noun that are near. We use those with the plural noun that are far. This apple, that apple, these cherries, those cherries. This pen, these pen, that pen, those pen. Singular, plural. This, that, singular, these, those, plural. Next, numbers. When we come to the numbers, ordinal numbers, cardinal numbers. They are also determiners. Ordinal number 1, 2, 3, etc. Cardinal numbers first, second, third. So we use this. Next, quantifiers. This quantifiers also determiners. Quantifiers are used at the beginning of noun phrases. They are used to express an amount or a degree of something. They are also used with persons. Quantifiers. We have to use with countable nouns. What is that? A majority of, a number of, several, many, a large number of, a few, very few, a great number of. All these quantifiers are used with countable nouns. And we have to use the quantifiers with uncountable nouns. That quantifiers are much, a bit, a great deal of, a large quantity of, a large amount of, a little, little, very little. So all these quantifiers are used with the uncountable nouns. Countable noun we can count, uncountable noun we cannot count, we can measure it. And these quantifiers enough, all, more, most, less, least, no, none, any, not any, some, plenty of, lots of. These quantifiers are used with countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So what is the differentiation between much and many? Much and many are both determiners with more or less the same basic meaning in great quantity or in large number. However, there is a distinction in their usage. Much, this is an adjective. Many, also an adjective. Much is used for uncountable nouns which are in singular form. Many are used for countable nouns which are in plural form. Much refers to a large amount of uncountable noun. Many refers to a large number of countable nouns. Example, the fruit seller charged me too much money. Using the many, how many goals has he missed this season? There is too much crime and gratuitous violence on TV. John Keats take part in many school activities. John takes part in many school activities. Likewise, we use much and many in the different places. Much and many. More clearly, if you want to know it, much is used with uncountable nouns. It is mainly used in negative and interrogative clauses. How much money have you got? We didn't spend much money. There is much data to download. I'm sorry, but I don't have much time. Too much water drowned the miller. So when we come to many is used with countable nouns. It is mainly used in questions, affirmative sentences and negations. Questions, affirmative sentences and negations. I don't have many friends. There are too many disadvantages in this business. How many children do you have? Or there are many poor people in France. So in this way we are using much and many. Where to use this? A lot of is used with positive sentences and negative sentences and questions. There are a lot of dogs in street. You have a lot of time to answer your questions. I saw a lot of people waiting in the queue. So a lot of, it is used with countable and uncountable nouns in affirmative sentence. The meaning of the word affirmative, positive sentences. In negative and interrogative, when we use it, becomes informal. Lots of. We use lots of with countable, with uncountable and plural countable nouns in the positive sentences. There is a lot of coffee in my cup. There are lots of apples in the fridge. So many, much. So many, much, many used for countable, much used before uncountable. But here lot of we use before countable and uncountable nouns. So few, it is not many. Little is not much. The meaning of the word few, not many. Little, not much. Few is used before countable. Little is used before uncountable. So we can see it clearly. A little is used with positive quantity and non-countable nouns, that is uncountable. It means a small amount or some. There is a little milk in the refrigerator. Little, yeah, little is used with positive quantity. Little express diminutive size or negative quantity. Little means almost nothing, not much. I'm sorry, I speak little French. In the same way, yeah few represents a positive quantity for the countable nouns, before the countable nouns. So it is used with the plural nouns, it means some small amount. But few represents a negative quantity, a shortage. It is used with the plural countable. It means not many, not enough. So using yeah few, he has a few good friends, so he is happy. Using the word few, I have got a few friends in the city, so I am lonely. So few here, not many, not enough. So more clearly, if you want to study about yeah little and little, yeah little used with positive quantity and non-countable nouns, it means small amount and some. Little expresses diminutive size or a negative quantity. Little means almost nothing, not much. So yeah few, very few. Yeah few is some, very few is not many, not enough. Yeah little we are using before uncountable, it is some, and very little, that is not many, not much. Next quantifier is all, both. Where to use all, both? All plants need water. All plants in general. So all of the plants in the garden died. The meaning of this, those plants in the particular. When we use both of the students pass the exam. Both me and another person. Both. Both of them were at the party. He asked all or both of us to stay. He asked us all to stay, otherwise he asked both to stay. So we have to use this all for all the things in general. Both, this the meaning of the word both too. So we use this both for referring the two. Next, distributive adjectives. Distributive adjectives show that the things or persons are counted collectively. They refer to members of the group as individuals. List of distributive adjectives: each, every, either, neither, any, one, both. Here either you buy it or you don't. So example sentence using each and both are given here. So either, neither. Where to use either? Where to use neither? Either or, neither nor. This either or refers to any one of the two things or people. Neither nor is used as a conjunction. Neither nor. Make negative statement about two people or thing. Either or connects things which are the same types of phrase, any one of the two. But neither nor makes a negative statement about the two people. You add either one or two cloves of garlic. Neither nor using that, neither he nor his friends came back. Next, any, no, none. We are using any in negative sentences and questions. Negative, we have to use before noun. I don't have any friends. Is there any milk? So we are using quantifier any in the negative statement and a question sentence. I don't have anybody to ask for help. Negative statement. We did not go anywhere. But in the positive sentences, not important, which here you can come any weekend, any idiot would know how to use this phone. So we are not using in many places, but any we are using in the negative sentences and the questions. No. I have no friends. No plus noun. We use no, fertilizers. Oh, nobody to help me. We went nowhere. So positive verbs, positive sentences. None. Not followed by noun. Because how many friends do you have? Answer is none. I thought I had some money, but I have none. So the none not followed by noun. Other quantifiers are followed by noun, but here none is not followed by noun. None of followed by noun. None of the students, none of them. So whether pronoun or noun we have to use. So what is the differentiation between some and any? Some we use in the positive sentences and any we are using in the negative sentences and questions. So remember, some for the countable plural nouns and uncountable also we can use, but plural noun we are using some. Any we are using countable in the negative sentences and question, and uncountable nouns in the negative sentences and the question. So, but we are using the some in the positive sentence. Any we are using in the negative sentences and the question. For the exceptional cases, when we ask for something and when we suggest, when we offer, we are using some in all the places. For using with the countable plural and uncountable in the questions, only in the questions. So far we have studied about the determiners. The meaning of the word determiner, the words that are used to limit, determine or qualify the meaning of a noun or pronoun are known as determiners. We have studied about types of determiners in details. So you go through all this informations and know about it clearly. If you have any questions related to this, you can raise your questions. When you refer some other details related to this topic, you can get more knowledge about it. Express your doubts, it will be clarified. Thank you so much, my dear students. Thank you.